Hi, my name is Dory Peterson. I am a substance abuse counselor here at the facility. And what's your name?
I'm Susie.
Hi, Susie. It's nice to meet you. Can
Okay.
I ask what brings you in today?
Um, I need help. Um, I I've hit rock bottom. Um, I have a drinking problem, and I've started taking pills too. Um, and my husband left me. Sorry.
It's okay.
My husband left me, and my kids are older, but they're still at home, and they went with him. And I lost my job, something I used to be really good at.
Well, what would you like to see change after our sessions together?
I mean, I think I'd like to have a plan in place. Ideally, I'd love if you could help me get my marriage back and my kids back and a job for that matter.
And do you think being sober will help you achieve these goals that you have of getting your family together and holding a job?
Yeah, I mean, they've said over and over again that I need to stop. Now I'm not present for them. And I mean, there's other stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I lost a job, and that certainly didn't help.
Well, can I ask you a crazy question? Do you have a good imagination?
Think so?
Well, let me ask you something crazy. Say you went to bed tonight and while
Can I
you were.
close my eyes?
Sure. Say you went to bed tonight and in the middle of the night while you were sleeping, a miracle occurred and all your problems were gone. The problem that you're speaking of was resolved, but you were asleep, you didn't know that it occurred, and you wake up in the morning. And when you wake up, what's the first thing you notice or you do that makes you realize that this miracle has happened? What's different about your morning?
Every morning I start with a shot of vodka, and it just, I guess, the the urge isn't there when I go to take it.
Mm-hmm. And what would be the next thing you notice? How do you think your family would react?
I guess they know that I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do it secretly, but they know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it'd probably take a little bit of time before they trusted that I wasn't doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, can I ask you something else? So I want to ask on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, current, present days, 1 being, you know, no drinks, and 10 being like the most drinks, and feeling really bad, and 1 being feeling really good. Where would you place yourself on that scale, 1 to 10?
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say an 8,
Oh, wow.
because I've tried stopping and I'm drinking a little less. Um, but it seems like when I drink less, then I rely on the pills more.
Okay. Well, can I ask what makes it an 8 and not a 9 or a 10?
I'd say because I've tried to stop drinking during the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So I'm not drinking like sun up to sundown like I was doing, but I'm still drinking a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said you're drinking less, maybe not at all in the daytime. What stops you from drinking in the daytime?
I've been trying to stay busy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, doesn't help that I lost my job
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot of time. Um, I've been spending some time looking for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I try to think about how embarrassing it was when they left. I mean, they had to take me out of the building and
Mm-hmm.
everything. People saw it was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Well, has there been a time recently where you weren't drinking at all? Like of a day you were sober, or maybe longer than that?
Um, gosh, it's been a while, but I'd say the day my daughter had a baby, I I didn't drink because I knew she wouldn't let me come to the hospital.
And when was that?
Gosh, my grandchild is 11 months old.
Okay.
That's been 11 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Yeah. And you mentioned your daughter wouldn't, want you to go to the hospital. What do you think, say, 6 months down the road when we get this drinking and pill um, problem, just we get rid of it, it's all gone because you're going to do so good with your goals. What do you think your daughter will say to you?
Gosh,
How
she'll
do you
be
think
so
she'll
proud
feel?
of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't been much a part of her life and my granddaughter's life either, because she doesn't want me around when I'm drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I think she misses me. She says she misses me, the old me.
Mm.
But I think she'd be so happy.
Yeah.
And I would too. I'd miss her.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that little baby. I haven't seen her for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Um.
They don't trust me. So it would feel good to have her trust again.
Yeah. And how do you think you can gain her trust back? Are there bridges that need to be repaired?
Yeah.
And
I have a lot that I know there's a lot I probably don't even know that I've done, and a lot of things I don't remember.
mm-hmm.
But there's plenty that I do remember that I I have not been a good mother, and so I've got to
Well,
apologize for those things.
what are some things that have made you a good mother? What are the positives in your relationship that you have with her?
I mean, I would drop everything right now if she needed me.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been there for her. Always supported her in school and stuff, but and when my dad died, the drinking started up,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that's how I was trying to cope with the grief.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question?
It was, um, were there any?
Yeah, of how I was a good mother, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when they were little, the kids were little, I was really involved,
Mm-hmm.
and I would do anything for them.
So you'd like to be more involved?
Absolutely.
In what ways can we get you to be more involved?
I mean, I don't know if she'll ever let me again, but I'd love to be able to. I mean, especially now I don't have a job, I could even keep the baby during the day.
Mm-hmm. So you think that you will be able to maintain sobriety by staying busy and reconnecting with your family?
I'd like to think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to have to be more than just staying busy.
Mm.
So I think, really having some conversations with the kids about, and my husband,
Mm-hmm.
about the things that I've done and how I can make amends for that,
Mm-hmm.
for those things.
Would you be open to maybe attending a 12-step program to get you integrated in the community? And
Oh, I feel like I can't do it alone.
mm-hmm.
And I know we can't meet every day. So I would love to have some people who have been through it. That's what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never been to one.
Yeah, so AA and NA meetings, there are multiple every day, and there's several locations here in Salisbury that you could choose from. And anytime you have that urge or feeling, you're able to, stop by a meeting and talk about what you're feeling, and, hear stories from other people and hear some success stories as well. And if you'd be interested, I'd really like to connect you to some groups that can hopefully help you.
Are they like all day? There's all different times? Like
Mm-hmm.
I could go to more than one if I needed
Yes,
to?
of course.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and that might help you stay on track and get to a point in your life where you can work towards these goals and, talk to your family. And
I guess they would guide me
mm-hmm.
in how to approach those conversations that I have to have.
Yes, and we can also get you into some other therapy techniques where, that is their primary goal, is to push you in the right direction and, help you explore how to have those difficult conversations with your family.
Will I keep seeing you too?
You can, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So,
You can see I'm nervous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming out today and talking to me about your goals and what you hope for in your future. And
I feel like you were really understanding. Thank you.
thank you. Thanks for that feedback. Well, I think I think you've got the right mindset, and it seems like you're really ready to change and make those positive changes for yourself.
I want my family back.
Yeah. And that shows a lot of strength, and I think that you're doing great. You're ready to move in that direction, especially being so open to going to these AA meetings and NA meetings.
Yeah. I think it will be better to be around people than by myself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Susie, for agreeing to meet with me.
Thank you.
I do want to ask, though, in future sessions, what is it you would like to get from these meetings that we have together? Is there anything?
I mean, I didn't start really drinking bad until my dad died, so I don't think I've really dealt with the grief.
Okay.
So I think that's another thing I need help with.
Okay. I understand. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you spending this time with me today.
Thank you.